Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 8 of the Screen Guys podcast. I'll be hosting today's episode. I'm Connor.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Sean.
And we do apologize. No episode last week. I was feeling a little under the weather. Sean was a little bit as well, so we didn't want to spread it. But wow, we're glad to be back. Let's just get right into it. It's time for the Prime poster reveal. I have been waiting for this poster to show up for a month. And it finally hit, and I was dying to get here. I wanted to show it last week. I have been chomping at the bit. Let's get this baby rolling.
Any guesses, Sean?
Avengers Doomsday.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Yo. Ooh.
We
Look
love
at that guy.
David Cornsweet.
Corn sweat, I think.
Sweaty.
Here's the thing. Sweaty.
Sweaty.
Here's the thing about this poster. I am stoked for this movie. And I think it is going to be an amazing Superman. I don't know the hate personally. I know it's getting a lot of hate. I think it's going to be amazing. I think the look is absolutely tremendous. We got an earlier poster, from him from a distance, but I just think that is Superman. I think it's such a great poster. I think it is just such a great statement to how good this movie's going to be.
Yeah, I'm excited for this movie. Nothing much to say about it. I love Superman. Love DC. Give me Superman.
I was going to say, all we got to do is wait right now. Like, there's the official trailer if you guys want to go see it. I am not going to watch the official trailer. But the people that have seen it has told me that it's just going to be incredible. If it goes off what the trailer is, this whole movie is going to be incredible. And I don't doubt that. And honestly, DC has this one riding on it. And James Gunn, this might be his career if it doesn't do well, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
If this movie sucks, then I have no faith in the DCU, unfortunately, because this is what's supposed to kick it off. And I do know the Peacemaker season 2 takes place in, I don't know if you saw the trailer, but they have Hawkgirl and like Green Lantern in it, which I think is I don't know, it's going to be weird having such a connected universe when you have such mature adult shows like Peacemaker and you have this family friendly movie like Superman. But I don't know, man.
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to it. Do you have any beef with the S? I know a lot of people have said the S looks odd.
Nah, if you have beef with the S, like you got beef with me.
Yeah, I agree.
I just think those people just try to find something to complain about.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, like, why would you complain about the S? Of all things, let's complain about how greasy his hair looks. Oh, wait, it doesn't look greasy at all. So it's fine. Like, this whole thing
it's all the Snyder fanboys who, like... Trust me, I love Snyder as much as the next person, but I used to be a Snyder fanboy too. I've atoned for those sins, but I will say those people saying, "Oh, this looks nothing like Man of Steel" or anything. That's because it's not Man of Steel. Like, quit comparing. It's like comparing apples to oranges. Like, they're both fruit. They're both Superman, but one's a dark, mature Superman. One's a lighthearted, hopeful Superman.
So super, super excited for this movie. Really looking forward to it. But that is our Prime poster reveal. We're going to introduce a new segment. A shout out to Maddie. My cousin messaged me and said that we should do a question and answer segment. So we wanted to shout out, again, Maddie for the idea, but also wanted to let everyone know that if you have specific questions that you'd like us to talk about on the show, drop it in a comment on YouTube, or again, I would think you can comment on Spotify. Do you know if you can send comments, stuff like that?
Yep.
So that, or, on Instagram, if you want to send us a DM, whatever works, just send us the question that you'd like us to answer. Maddie's question was, do you think we will ever get an epic movie event like Barbenheimer ever again? And this does fit in with something that'll come up with news that I was going to bring up last week. There is reports that Avengers Doomsday and Dune Messiah are set to release on the same day. They're calling it Doomsday. So I think that's definitely an opportunity for something like that. But I was talking with Sean before the show started super quick that I think movies in general and movie attending is so different now that I don't know if we'll ever see box office explosion again, because I just don't feel like people are flocking to the movies like they used to, especially I thought on opening weekend. I think there were so many people that didn't see Thunderbolts opening weekend that when they had revealed the surprise, I think a lot of people were taken aback because they hadn't seen the movie. So it's my answer on this question, just to kind of come full circle, is I don't know if it'll happen again, because I don't know if people are flocking to the movies to boost a number that shakes the movie scene again. I don't know. That's my personal thoughts. I don't know if you're a gentleman, what you gentlemen think.
I mean, honestly, everyone that I know that likes Marvel is loving Dune. So I can definitely see them doing a double feature. However, Dune, actually, Messiah might be a 3-hour movie, just like Dune Part 2. And who knows how long Avengers movies will be. They usually average about 2.5 hours, but I'm saying if they get the day off, they could go do a double feature like Barbenheimer. I don't know.
I already put the day off request in. I'm going to watch both of them back to back. I'm calling it right now because Dune is probably my favorite sci-fi franchise, and I've always been a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
So, and the hype for me for Doomsday is like through the roof. So,
Do you know another movie is coming out that same day? Ice Age 6.
Really? Really?
Ice Age 6 is coming out December 18th, 2026.
I haven't even seen any of the Ice Age movies. Hot takes.
Zero? Like
It's,
zero?
okay,
zilch,
it's not
none?
hot take if you haven't seen it. But yeah.
zero. But I'll hate on them because they don't look good.
Oh.
Hot take by Sean.
Oh.
Ice Age, boo.
Talk about judging the book of the cover of the book.
No.
Judging the book by the
If you
cover.
know me, I do that for everything. If I haven't seen something, I will hate on it until I watch it.
Change my mind.
This is accurate. Well, just
X-Men
know,
97 moment. Shout out Troy, Gage, Bryson.
just know they are really good. There are some ones that aren't as good, but Ice Age 1 and 2, oh man, they're so good.
I love 3.
Yeah, 3 is good too,
love
actually.
3.
Yes, I did love 3. Anyway, so really quickly, back to this question. I did also want to make mention, additionally, we just had a really interesting experience over Memorial Day weekend. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning and Lilo and Stitch combined for the biggest Memorial Day weekend opening ever. So, but I just don't think it's reported on because I just think movie watching is so different now. And so, and with the streaming, and I know you couldn't really stream either of those, but movie watching in general is just super different today. So that would probably be our answer. Anything else, gentlemen?
Well, you bring up streaming, and I think that's like the biggest problem because you have movies that'll come to streaming within like 45 days of their theatrical release. And the thing is, like, I love going to a movie to watch, like a movie theater to watch a movie, and I love watching everything physically instead of streaming. But I will say some movies this year, I just haven't had the opportunity to go watch them in theaters, and it's just like I can just wait a month or two for it to come out on streaming, and then I'll just rent it. So that's one of the biggest problems, but I don't know.
I was going to say, like last year, we had a good box office performance because Disney did, actually. Not us. Disney had a really good box office performance. I'm just looking up on Box Office Mojo. There were 3 movies by Disney that made over $1 billion. That was Inside Out 2, Deadpool, and Wolverine, and Moana 2.
But didn't Memorial Day weekend last year
Last week.
was awful? Like,
Oh, yeah. It was bad.
because it was Furiosa and something else.
Well, you know what? I pull up my movie list. Sorry, keep going, and I'll pull that up. I can figure that out.
And also, like, I do have faith in people going to movies because, like, last year in 2024, big performances because they were good movies. 2022, that's when we had Avatar, Way of Water, Top Gun Maverick, Jurassic World Dominion, Doctor Strange, Minions, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, The Batman. Like, all these movies made over $700 million dollars in the box office. So, honestly, I don't think, like, streaming is, like, getting in the way, but honestly, I don't think it's as in the way as everyone is thinking it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Memorial Day weekend was Furiosa, Garfield movie, Yeah, those were the two for Memorial Day weekend.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense.
And they both flopped hardcore.
I'm still upset about
Like
Furiosa.
total
flopping.
gross for Furiosa was only 67 million, and Garfield movie was 91 million. Oh well, yeah. 32 million gross for the box office of Memorial Day.
Wow.
Movies.
And it
What are
sucks
you
because Furiosa was probably like I think Furiosa was in my top 5 of last year. It's an incredible movie.
I love that
like
movie, dude.
it's one of and people complain all the time about like, oh, no original movies coming out. And I know it's a prequel to Fury Road, but there's not a lot of Mad Max movies out there like a lot of other movies. But
There's like what now? There's 5 in the franchise because Mel Gibson did 3, Fury Road and Furiosa. Yep.
yeah, and
Man.
Furiosa is my second favorite. So
What's your first?
Fury Road.
Heck yeah.
Great
I wasn't
movie.
super big on the first 3. Like they were.
They're classics, but like what you want from a franchise is for them to improve, and they did.
Oh yeah, Fury Road I would say is probably top 5 action movies of all time.
Really? I like that take.
So that's going to be our answer. Again, if you have any questions that you'd like us to specifically answer on the pod, just let us know. Leave them in the comments and we'll get to them for sure. But let's move on. Sean, tell us a little bit about what you're wearing, my friend.
Alrighty. Well, this has been a month in the making, but we officially are, with the release of this episode, going to be launching our merch. Right now we have a hat, which is like a washed out looking hat, but it looks really cool in person.
Excellent. In
And then
person.
we have just a straight black hat with the logo, same logo.
Ozzy's wearing it
Ozzy's
just
wearing it
backwards.
right now. And then our shirts, they are heavyweight tees, so they are high quality. They have our logo printed on the left side of your chest, and then on the back, it's a bigger logo with hashtag physical media underneath it, and then the Screen Guys podcast underneath that. So yeah, if you want some merch, go ahead and check it out. We'll have the link in our bio on our Instagram, and then the link in our description on our videos.
So we appreciate the support. They look really good. They look clean. We're very, very pleased. So catch the merch if you're interested. And the plan is to get some more items in the future. We'll work towards that. But just know, definitely worth the money. Definitely worth getting. I'll hand the time over to Mr. Austin for the news.
All right, we got quite a bit. Actually, let's start with what you have.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to take it back. So now, and I want to put this out there. I want this to be the foundation. We talked about Thunderbolts was not my cup of tea. I didn't love that movie. I only saw it once. I'm not all that interested in seeing it again. I will say I've come around a little bit on it, and I do enjoy a lot of things from it. I stumbled across this interesting article from World of Real. Just one of a movie article website. So the tagline is Thunderbolts set to lose $100 million, becomes second worst MCU performer, and just something from it super quick. As of May 26th, Thunderbolts has earned $174 million domestically and $181 million internationally, again, for a worldwide total of $355 million. Again, numbers are always wishy-washy. Blah, 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 hinted that the film's break-even point was in the $500 million range. Project likely headed toward a loss of at least $100 million. Global, with the current trajectory, Thunderbolts may not even cross the $400 million global mark.
Wow.
Crazy enough, Captain America Brave New World ended its run with $415 million globally. The thing that I wanted to bring up of this, and where I wanted to champion Thunderbolts, and I wanted to get your thoughts and your opinion, gentlemen, is, listen, I'm just going to tell you from my personal opinion, as someone who didn't love Thunderbolts, I thought it was better than Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Thunder, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and the Marvels. My question for you, and why I just thought this was such an interesting news clip, is I thought it was a very good film. I thought the dialogue was excellent. I thought the practical effects were amazing. Bucky's character and his destruction of the Humvee is one of my all-time favorite Marvel moments. I want to champion that this movie is not the second worst performer in MCU history, but why is it financially there? Like as a champion for it, it bothers me because it's so much better than these movies that made more money than that. Like, I'm serious. like I just wanted to pick your brain on that.
Honestly, I would only say it's because of superhero fatigue. That's the only reason.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, man, if this is how it's going to go down with Thunderbolts, I don't know what's going to happen to Fantastic Four.
Well, you were saying some early screenings, correct?
So there were test screenings of Fantastic Four. And
What
let's just
happened?
say they were not super good. They said it was borderline a mid movie. And the best part about it was Galactus. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So hopefully they can pull their heads out and do just a bit of reshoots to fix it. But at the same time, it comes out in
They have a month.
a month. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. No, that's not what I want to hear.
So I just, because again, I didn't want this segment and this headline to be, oh, this is Connor getting up on his horse because he said he didn't like it, and obviously if you lose that much money on it, that must mean he knew something. That's really not what I'm getting up on. I'm getting up that it blows me away that people were willing to go and see all of these movies that I listed. I know there were some in there that maybe people, have a better affinity and love for, but I just sat there and I thought, how is that the second lowest Marvel movie ever when I thought it was significantly better than a lot of these movies that I listed off? And that's coming from someone who just didn't really enjoy it that much, but thought it was better than these movies. So,
Well, yeah, because
it's just mind-blowing to me.
Because for you, it just wasn't your cup of tea, but you
Yeah,
can
exactly.
see that it's objectively
See
a
why
good
people
movie.
like it.
Oh, it's a great film.
Yeah, objectively.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, it's just barely above the Marvels in terms of box office performance.
Yeah,
so
it's
the Marvels
nuts.
is the worst grossing one. But the thing is, the Marvels sucks. I haven't
you
even
walked out
watched
of
it.
it,
I haven't
didn't you?
watched it.
So
Do you remember? Did you finish it? I can't remember. Oh, you finished it. I left.
You walked out.
I had to finish it another day. That's right.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it because I watched one trailer and I'm like, this looks ridiculous. I'm not wasting my time on
It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
was
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Like it was one of the worst movies I've
I
ever
heard
seen.
there was a planet they get on where they just randomly break out into singing.
Dude, it was High School Musical.
Honestly, that's probably the best part of the movie.
That is true, though. Actually,
Like to be honest,
And I heard they made Nick Fury comedic relief in it.
Yes, I do remember that. And I don't know if there's a list that makes this officially. From what I remember, Captain Marvel is technically officially a Disney princess now because on that dancing planet, she's made a princess.
oh my.
You remember that? You remember that?
Yeah, I do now.
I swear she is literally on
I
the
try to
Disney
forget that
princess
movie, dude.
registry now.
Oh my.
Should I
registry or list.
should I put myself through the pain to watch
Dude,
it so I
I
can
think
hate on it?
I think you should get on the wagon.
All right, I will watch it this week. Come back with my thoughts.
Excellent.
If you love it, dude.
I won't like it. I promise you, because I hate the characters. I don't like.
I
any
know
of the
people that liked
characters.
it, but
Yeah.
oh no.
And it'll be a profane rant. No, I'm just kidding. But oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Because Thunderbolts is.
do you think it has anything to do with Marvel saying it's now the new Avengers?
Oh, that is one of the things. So
That's why I think-
Connor brought this up a little earlier. How a lot of people don't have time to go to movies opening weekend.
Right.
But it's like they revealed the new Avengers
that next Monday.
after opening weekend, and
That
so a
was
lot of
crazy.
people probably got turned off by that, and they're
Yep.
like, "Oh, there's no point in watching the movie."
The
now,"
whole thing
'cause,
got spoiled for them.
Exactly. So, I think that could be one of the reasons.
I honestly think Marvel should have done that the next Sunday after the two weeks.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So I just
that's disappointing.
Yeah, and I just it was almost alarming to me because I thought of how busy it was here. And I thought, man, if people aren't going to that movie and aren't putting money into that movie, like what is the film industry heading into? Again, as someone who only saw Thunderbolts once and just wasn't my cup of tea, I want to champion, and you hit the nail right on the head. I want to champion that movie. I understand why I said this before. I understand why people like it because I thought that the cinematography was excellent and I thought that the dialogue was wonderful. I thought that the character development was moving. It wasn't my cup of tea, but that doesn't make it a bad movie. Bad movies are some of these where like I just didn't like almost anything in any of these movies, and you hit the nail right on the head. To sit here and say that Thunderbolts is in the realm of the Marvels movie it's insulting to me because it is so much better than that movie, but financially it doesn't stick out there that way. And you can obviously say, well, finances don't tell the whole entire story. It's hard to say it doesn't tell the whole story when that's what you have to measure everything on. If these other movies are making more money than that, it scares me of where the movie industry is going.
Because movies are made to make money, unfortunately.
That's the reality of
unless it's like an indie film, they're just made to make money. So,
especially a big franchise like Marvel.
Yeah.
So,
which is why RDJ's in Doomsday.
Yep.
That's the reason why he's Victor Von Doom, is because they're like, we can't make money without RDJ.
And
now they're already seeing the results.
So, just putting it out there, I am championing Thunderbolts. I thought it was a great film, and it just really blew my mind that it is performing at the way it is because it's a great movie. Yeah. So that is my Thunderbolts rant. Thank you.
Yeah. I wonder what you guys think out there about that.
Yeah, you got comment. Let us know what you think.
Okay. News. Netflix had their To-Doom event yesterday, and there's a lot of info that I found very, very wonderful, to be honest. I want to start with my favorite, Stranger Things. Okay, Stranger Things 5 is going to come out in 3 parts. Okay, Volume 1 will come out November 26th, which is, I believe, the day before Thanksgiving. Volume 2 will come out on Christmas Day, and then the finale episode will come out on New Year's Eve.
Wow. Okay.
Did you hear with Stranger Things the rating supposedly got changed to TVMA?
Yeah. That does not actually. That does.
Well, here's the
not
thing.
shock
Season
me.
4 was originally TVMA, but then Netflix kind of bribed the ratings board to get it back down to a TV14, which I could see them doing
Because
again.
like when 11 goes back and watches what happened,
and you see a bunch of kids getting
with
murdered.
Number 1, with all the blood everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is this TV14? It's not
Which
TV14.
which means like it'll probably be the same. I don't think they're gonna add garbage into it.
No,
but
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I think it'll probably just be. It looks like it's gonna be intense. I haven't watched the trailer, but I mean, Vecna was freaking scary.
I freaking love Vecna, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of
Dude,
the
bring
greatest
me
villains.
back to prime summer 2022. I had just graduated. Stranger Things was coming out. Bring me back to those days, man.
I know, dude. That 4th of July was
Oh my gosh!
amazing.
And
dude.
the 2.5 hour finale of season 4,
Dude.
incredible.
One of the greatest.
I watched it at like midnight, and by 2:00, I was like bawling my eyes out. Not even
Right?
lying. I don't think I've ever had a TV show make me cry until Stranger Things. Like, oh my gosh.
That's going to be an interesting streaming war of it'll be Stranger Things Christmas Day, but then Netflix has picked up NFL games.
Did they really?
On Christmas
Dude,
Day?
Netflix is gonna crash on Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
Day.
It's gonna go down.
It is, seriously.
Nothing's gonna be able to work on Netflix that day.
That's
Just like the
awesome.
Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Oh my! What a freaking joke, dude! Don't even get me started on that. Good crap.
Topic for another day.
Yeah, give me another rant to talk about. Gosh. Okay. So that was Stranger Things 5. So the finale season comes out this fall. Squid Game season 3 comes out June 27th. Sean does not like Squid Game. Apparently.
I've never watched it.
I say
and
I
I'm
haven't
never gonna
watched
watch
it.
He
it.
hasn't
need to.
watched it,
That's
so he
on-
hates it.
I'm never
That's
gonna
on my
watch
homework.
it. No, it
That's on
doesn't
my
look
homework.
good. It doesn't look good.
Oh my gosh, it's good.
That's
No,
on
it's
my
not.
homework.
It's so
That and Invincible are on my homework.
We love Invincible. I love Invincible so
We
much.
do love Invincible.
Invincible.
Yes, they're both really good.
No, they're not. Only one of them's good.
But yes, June 27th for all Squid Game fans. That's your season 3 premiere. And then Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man,
Oh, yeah, I
will
saw
come
that.
out on Christmas Day as well
On Netflix.
on Netflix.
Are you serious?
All these are Netflix.
Oh, my word.
So, yeah, Christmas is going to crash.
Yeah. But like, yeah, that I think that evening it will crash, but probably during the day, probably not because people will be out with their families.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be out with their families.
Do you think all this will be available right at midnight? Like, because I could stay up and watch Stranger Things.
I'm going to be
midnight.
real with you. I'm not excited for the Knives Out sequel. I thought Glass Onion
You
was
didn't like
mid.
Glass Onion? Oh, gotcha.
Glass Onion was not as good as the first one. I'll
Not
say
even
that.
close. It's
Yep.
like, ugh.
It is done by Ryan Johnson. This third
As well.
one.
Why? Sorry, just super quick. Why do you think they went from super successful Knives Out release in theaters to Netflix?
I think they just bought
Streaming's
out.
more
Just money?
popular.
Yeah, is it just money?
Yeah, man, it's always down to money with these
But-
things.
I will say, you want to know who's in Wake Up Dead Man, the Knives Out 3?
Oh, please tell us the cast because I was going to, but I want you to tell
I
us.
only know one so far,
Only
and
one?
it is Kaylee Spaney, one of my favorite actresses.
Who's
Alien Romulus.
Oh, you do love
Civil
Kaylee
War?
Spaney. You do love Kaylee Spaney. You
I
do
love
Kaylee.
Kaylee Spaney.
I had a list. Gosh dang it.
Yeah,
It's a big cast though.
Let me find it.
It's a big
When you
cast.
said one person, I was like, Daniel Craig.
I was gonna say Daniel Craig for sure, right? Nope. Okay, I'm not watching it. No, he is starring in it.
Yeah.
Yep, he is coming back.
Alrighty, we got Daniel Craig, Kaylee Spaney, Jeremy Renner, Mila Kunis, Josh Brolin,
Yep.
Nice.
Glenn Close, Andrew Scott, Kerry Washington, Thomas Hayden, Daryl McCormick, and Josh O'Connor.
Okay.
Yo, Josh O'Connor. Is Josh O'Connor the one from Sinners? No.
No, he's from Emma.
Oh.
Emma.
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 He was the priest in Emma.
Oh.
And he's in Challengers.
And okay,
That's
you seen
what I know him
Challengers?
from.
I need to.
Dude, it's great.
Like,
Like,
did you? I hated that movie. Like, hated
I
that
need to watch
movie.
it. I mean,
hated that movie.
I mean,
That
it's
is
been on my
hilarious.
watch list for a while, but
like, okay, here's the thing. I didn't like it on Letterboxd with the heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's a 9 out of 10 because I know like it's great film.
Objectively, it's
yeah,
great.
objectively it's a great film whether I liked it or not because I'm not gonna watch it again,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because of the some stuff I don't want to watch, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
You know
I
what
know
I'm saying?
exactly what he's talking about.
But at the end of the day, man, it's a good film.
yeah,
It's a good film.
I need to watch it. It's on my watch list.
Okay, so yeah, Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man comes out Christmas Day this year. And then there was an announcement about One Piece. Have you guys seen One Piece on Netflix?
No,
Live
but
action?
the live action season 2 is being released, right?
Next year.
Yeah.
They did not
Nice.
have a release date though. They just like 2026, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Instead of saying like we got this release date and then like we're actually going to delay it. Doomsday. But okay, has Logan? So Logan's watched all of One Piece up till today, right? Is that what he said?
Yes, he's watched all the anime. I don't know if he's watched the live action.
Okay, because I didn't watch anime, but I love the live action.
I've been wanting to watch the live
Yeah,
action.
It's good. I like it a lot. And then I'm really excited for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wednesday fans, you are going to
that's
get.
right.
You just got the first 6 minutes of season 2. It is out right now.
Wait, really?
Mhm. They released the first 6 minutes of season 2.
When does it officially come out?
The first it comes out August 6th this year.
I gotta put that
All
on
of
my
season 2.
homework too.
I need to watch it.
Dude, it's I love Wednesday. I'm just realizing right now I like a lot of stuff.
Dude, we all love stuff.
Right? But yeah. Wednesday, season 2, August 6th, in a couple of months. And then Guillermo del Toro.
Oh my gosh, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Sorry, that was a jump scare.
November, dude.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac.
Who else? I don't know.
I just drew a blank,
I
honestly.
need to watch. I'm not gonna watch the trailer. I'm going in 100% blind.
Okay, I watched the trailer,
Is
dude.
it good? Is it good? Is it good?
Freaking good,
Dude,
man.
I
love it.
I've been so hyped for this. Might be. It's coming out this year, right?
Yeah, November.
Most anticipated, probably.
Dude.
It looks like
Dude.
just from the pictures I've seen, it looks incredible. Like, sign me up. Sign me up.
I'm just saying, like, that trailer, dude. I would say this after that trailer: if it turns out to be a crap movie, I'm literally gonna cry.
Well, here's the thing, because wasn't Gilmore del Toro,
Guillermo.
however you say his name, wasn't his Pinocchio movie a Netflix exclusive?
Yes, and people were raving about
It's
it.
got like a 4.2 on.
They were
Letterboxd.
loving it, dude.
So I
have
think-
not seen it.
I need to watch it too, so I think we might be in good hands. I will say, I like most of his movies, but I watched Pan's Labyrinth
I've never seen that one.
quite a bit ago. Hot take, it is overrated.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
I haven't seen it, so yeah.
I've actually never. Okay. Yeah.
It's got like a 4.1 on Letterboxd, and everyone's like, "Oh, one of the best like movies out there." I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't really like it. Maybe it's because it was subtitled because it's a Spanish movie, and I was on my phone for most of it.
That's why he's not going to watch Squid
Gotcha.
Game. Because I'll tell you
No,
this.
no. I watch sub movies all the time.
Oh, okay.
Like Godzilla -1 is like one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay. I trust.
I'm not
me.
that uncultured.
Because I was going to say, bro, if that's the reason.
No. Because I think dubs are stupid. Give me subs.
Yeah. Because I'm saying, all you Squid Game fans, if you only watch it on dub, switch to sub. Because sub is so much better.
I'll champion dubbed because I prefer dubbed.
You know, I can't keep defending you with these takes, man.
I'm just not going to comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next thing.
Here's the thing. If it's Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, like, I'm not going to watch it in the subs, to be honest with you. Like those
That's why I
those
watch
animes?
Yeah, I watch both those dubbed. So that's
So
why
I do too.
Those actually have really good dubs.
That's the thing. They
Oh,
have good
good.
dubs.
Good
The
to
thing
hear.
about Squid Game is that the dub sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I believe with your movie, probably that dub.
What? No, I watched it. So
Oh, you watched this.
there was no dub available. I even specifically looked for a dub, and there was none.
Oh, cool.
And here's the thing: I had no idea it was a Spanish movie, and I started watching it on Tubi because it was free on Tubi, and it was speaking Spanish. So I'm like, oh shoot, do they only have the Spanish copy on it? And so I paid the $5 to rent it on Amazon Prime, and it was Spanish again. I'm like, wait, is this movie
Bro
just a
threw
Spanish?
a $5.
So I'm like, is this just a Spanish speaking movie? But I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so.
Okay, and then the last piece of news that I have is Lilo and Stitch shattered Memorial Day weekend box office records, earning a record-breaking $183 million domestically over the 4-day weekend, and that beats the Top Gun Maverick record of $160 million.
Whoa! Regarding that 183 million, you said.
Yeah.
That means that, respectfully to Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning, it was Lilo and Stitch that did the weight carry on that record. Gotcha, I didn't know that.
Mission Impossible has never, any of the movies have ever broken $100 million opening weekend.
Really? Gotcha.
None of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's got to build the hype.
Yeah,
It just
it's true.
continues going, you know?
Yeah, but yeah, like that's crazy though. But here's the thing, I'm not shocked by that
No, not at all.
because
Dude, with how popular Stitch has become the
Exactly.
past few years, of course everyone and their dog is going to watch it. But
yeah. And the thing is that that's domestically, dude. That's not even worldwide. Like,
Yeah.
that is
when it
crazy.
hits worldwide, bro, when
like
the worldwide
it's
numbers
already
come in.
It's already third place in the box office for the year.
Crazy.
They're like at 680 million right now.
Already?
Already, second week.
Oh,
wait.
okay.
Yes.
Wait, what's above it?
You have the Neza 2, which is
Oh,
no,
1.8 billion
yeah.
from China. Just China.
Gotcha.
Sinners.
And then
Nosferatu.
Sinners is down. Second one was,
What else came out this year?
oh
that
my
was
gosh,
big?
I just looked at it.
Minecraft.
Yeah, it is Minecraft at 900 million, 950 million, I believe. But yeah, that's crazy though. Yeah, that's all the news I got. So all you Netflix fans, you had a good weekend.
Netflix eating good these days, let me tell you.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, Neza 2 got 1.8 billion already.
I don't even know what that movie is.
I thought you were saying Nosferatu.
A Minecraft movie got 947 million worldwide, and Lilo and Stitch 610.
Nosferatu, more like mid. It's not good.
Not
Captain
this again.
America has 415 million in fourth place. Oh my gosh, it's kicking Thunderbolts' butt, dude.
That's
Which sucks because
Which
Captain America
sucks.
sucks.
Notice that I didn't have that on my list. Actually, that's why I didn't want to bring that up. Anyway,
Wow.
But no, and the thing about it, and I don't want to discredit Lilo and Stitch because I'm going to talk about this on my Letterboxd review. But it is just the funny thing of it's like, well, that's a lot easier to fill seats because you're bringing children. You know what I mean? So I'm
bringing
like,
family.
but that kind of brings up the point of back to the Thunderbolts rant real quickly about where it is interesting that you hit the nail right on the head. Movies are made to make money, and it's hard to make money when you are limiting your audience. So that's why I don't love talking about finances of movies, because like and even more, and this is kind of a different side tangent, there are some really low budget movies that I love that I think are all-time greats. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much more that makes a movie a good movie than just the finances. But that is crazy with the Lilo and Stitch. But you hit the nail on that. That's actually not surprising because of who they can bring.
And especially because Mission Impossible is borderline 3 hours long, so not a lot of people want to go sit that long. But, yeah.
Well,
Yep, that's the news.
thank you for our news. I'm going to hand the time back over to Austin, and he's going to hit us with King of the Hill.
Bro forgot it for a second.
Legit forgot, dude. I am somewhat prepared, but yes, I do have King of the Hill. So
Shout
King
out
of the
to
Hill.
Bryson for bringing up the point he wanted King of the Hill done. He asked me a week or two ago. He said, when are we going to get part 2 of King of the Hill? And I said, I'll take it to the boys. I'll take it to the guys.
To the screen guys.
Screen guys.
We're no boys. We're guys.
That was cringe. I'm editing
Shut
that
up,
out.
bro. Jeez. Don't edit everything. Okay, here we go. King of the Hill Part 2. Now we're doing action, pretty much iconic action movie characters. Okay?
Excellent.
Now I'm not going to go too crazy on like the characters, like overpowered characters. Like I'm not going to do like Godzilla versus Jason Bourne because we all know how that's
Right,
going to end
right,
up,
right, right.
right?
You
You know what I'm
already
saying?
know. I'm a Jason Bourne hater.
Oh, you are. I forgot about
I
that.
did not know that. That's crazy.
He does not
Okay.
like Jason Bourne.
You boys ready?
Yes.
Hit it.
Okay. We got John Wick versus James Bond. Who do you got?
John Wick.
John Wick.
John Wick.
John
That's
Wick
John Wick
is
for
the
me.
assassin.
I almost thought you said we're gonna say John Wick is the answer. Like, no,
Correct.
Yeah. The thing about James Bond that I do love about James Bond is obviously he's the smooth talking, sleek around, nice business cars, but nice sports cars. But John Wick is get your hands dirty. My cousin sent me a video. Shout out, Dallin. Interestingly enough, so Keanu Reeves, I guess his body is so physically beat up that when he's been filming John Wick, it's physically like put him in pain. So when he's limping around,
It's actual limp.
it's actual limp because of how gruesome he puts his body through in the film. I thought
Yeah,
that was
he
super
did
interesting.
all his stunts throughout the
Yeah.
movie. So.
And he's getting old, man. He's out
Yeah,
there
he
with Tom
is.
Cruise.
Yeah.
But man, John Wick. Oh,
Ballerina.
shout out, I say shout out Ballerina coming up.
A lot of people are like, we don't need it. I'm like, I do.
Yeah, in
Shut
between
up.
3 and 4, dude. It's going to actually be my first John Wick movie I see in theaters.
Oh, nice. Really?
Because I was gone when 4 came out.
Nice. Gotcha. So yes, I'm going John Wick.
'Kay.
But I do think that'd be pretty entertaining to watch in the realm of like you just like somehow they both know they're on the planet or like it's in some country together and then they're like find each other. That would be awesome. But
Well,
I'm
I
going
mean,
John
and Keanu Reeves back as John Wick, especially after the conclusion of 4. Give me more John Wick.
Right on.
John Wick.
Okay, then we got John Wick versus T-800, which is the Terminator.
Oh my God.
Now this is like the original, like original Terminator.
So we're talking Terminator 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so not the one who can like with the
No,
liquid.
not Mr. Goo.
Not Mr. Goop. Okay.
That's like T-1100 or something like that.
I'm going to be real. John Wick is smart enough. I'd still give this one to John Wick.
Really?
Well, you remember,
If Sarah Connor can defeat it, John Wick can defeat it.
because she just put
Crushed
in-
it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like Sarah Connor didn't have the weaponry John Wick has. John Wick just needs to pull up with his Dragon's Breath shotgun from John Wick 4, just like, and he'd be dead. Like,
I'm not gonna fight on this one. I'm okay with John Wick. Are you good with John Wick?
Yeah.
I could take it.
Yeah.
I like the
Like,
matchup.
I think the thing is that like the Sarah Connor factor is very important. So, okay, so we got John Wick again. Okay, John Wick. John Wick versus Jack Sparrow.
John Wick. Like, I love Jack Sparrow, but like, bro's just a drunk. He'd be like stumbling his way to John Wick. And
But it'd be kind of hard to hit.
I'll give you John Wick, but I do love me some Jack
Oh,
Sparrow.
I
on the
love
Black
Jack
Pearl.
Sparrow, but John Wick all the way.
Dude, I'm just saying that sword fight between Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones in the third one, dude.
Oh,
Dude, the sword fight
man.
between Jack Sparrow and Will Turner.
Oh,
in
the first one. Yeah,
When they're-
dude.
Oh, I love that scene.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys seen this movie. I just watched it. John Wick versus Dutch, who is Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator.
I haven't seen
Oh, that one's hard. Actually,
Predator. Say you two take care of
Because Dutch is a military colonel, I believe.
yeah, he's military, but once again, John Wick is literally the Baba Yaga. Like,
Dude, that like I wrote that down. I'm just like, oh my god,
I
that's
love-
a hard one.
I love Dutch from Predator, but John Wick's got this one again. He has a better arsenal.
He does have a better
And
arsenal.
even hand-to-hand combat, I think John Wick would still win.
Oh man,
He's literally a assassin.
yeah.
And Dutch barely killed a Predator because he blew it up.
Well, the Predator blew himself up.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Yeah. It's
Spoilers. Sorry.
Sorry, Connor.
All good.
But yeah, dude. So I'm good with Dutch.
Yeah.
I mean John Wick.
John Wick. Yeah.
Close one though.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I would love to see a movie about that. Like they're both in the jungle
Yeah.
trying to find each other. Okay, John Wick versus Ethan Hunt.
John Wick. I'm sorry.
So this was the one I was waiting for. This is the one I'm going to take Ethan Hunt on.
Really?
I'm going to take him because of Rogue Nation. When Ethan trapped Solomon Lane in that glass box, he beat him to the punch and he beat him. I think Ethan would utilize
him?
his resources. I'm not gonna fight for it, but that's the one.
You make a good point, though.
That's the one.
he's got
'cause
his team.
Solomon.
But that's giving Ethan Hunt prep time. If we're talking no prep time, just like fight.
So let's say they're both. Let's say it's like Fortnite. They're both dropping into the same island, and then it's just the two of them. They're finding like weapons and stuff. What's the outcome?
Yeah. See, yeah, I'm only leaning Ethan because I just think of his build. I think of his resourcefulness. I think that's the one. I want to make that interesting. I would pick Ethan, but I'm not like super dedicated to it. But I would pick him.
What if the IMF killed John Wick's dog?
Or Ethan accidentally did.
Yeah.
And John Wick thinks it's personal.
Yeah, let's say Ethan hit John Wick's dog with his car.
I'm following.
John Wick would win, right?
I'm still taking Ethan.
Okay, but like, has Ethan ever taken down a whole a whole house full of like assassins?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you want to know who has multiple times? John Wick.
Yeah,
Like, no,
John Wick
here's
3.
the thing. I see where you're coming from with Ethan, but like at the same time, maybe it's just personal because I want to see John Wick win. But, yeah, I don't know.
I'll give you John. Just know I really think Ethan could. If of all of them, I think Ethan would give
If
him
it
the
was
best run for his
hand-to-hand
money.
combat, who you taking?
Ooh, yeah. See, yeah.
Hand-to-hand.
I would still-
Hand to hand, I'm taking
Because
Ethan.
We can
Ethan
let
has a lot of
win.
resources.
All right, let's go. Ethan.
It's close. I
It's
just
so
I
close,
gotta
dude.
pick Ethan. I think in the long run.
I think people are yelling at us right now.
Mm.
Okay, we're taking Ethan then.
But maybe after I watch Battle Arena, I'll think differently. Because I did just watch Final Reckoning.
Okay, so that was Ethan Hunt, huh? Ethan Hunt versus John McClane.
This is a good one.
Both very resourceful.
Yeah.
John McClane, dude.
I think I'm going
Yeah.
John.
Because he can adapt really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a great movie series.
Die Hard, man.
Good old John McClane.
Hard to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, John McClane versus Indiana Jones.
Ooh, the thing is, I really like Indy and his whip. I really like Indy and his whip.
Mhm.
I think I'd take Indy.
Yeah, Indiana
Jones.
From Indy.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Speaking of Indy, and I'll probably watch it, so then we'll talk about it. We need to talk about Dial of Destiny. I love that movie. I know you don't. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Didn't we go see it together sometime?
Yeah, I sat with
Yeah.
you and your mom.
Yeah, I love
We
Dial.
need to have a
Shout out to Patty.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones
yeah.
episode
Yeah.
because
Yeah, shout out Patty.
Dial of Destiny, man. Dial of Destiny.
Okay, we're holding off on God Destiny
Yeah,
for a little
hit
bit.
me.
Okay, Indiana Jones versus John Rambo.
Oh man, that one I think I'm going Rambo. Have you seen any of the Rambos before? Yeah, they're so good, man. Rambo: Last Blood. Whoa. I love that movie, but I've only seen it once because it's got some wild stuff in it.
Is it the one where he's on the machine gun and it's just and like people are getting cut in half and stuff by the
I
bullets?
think so.
All right, I would have to. I haven't seen any of the Rambo movies, so I'd personally go. Actually, Rambo has a machine gun like 24/7, so he would. Just
That's
murder.
true.
So we're taking John Rambo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rambo.
Okay, so we got Rambo versus Katniss Everdeen.
Oh, Rambo.
but good honor, like
Yeah,
good
yeah.
honor.
They
I'm
both have
glad you got her in there.
experience in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I just deleted John. Hold on, let me get him back. There we go. Okay, see you, Katniss. Have a good one. Okay, so we got Rambo versus Furiosa. Now, if we put Rambo and Furiosa on the Fury Road,
Furiosa would win.
she would win, right?
Yeah,
But if you put them in the jungle,
she'd lose.
that's hard though.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with picking Furiosa. I like John. I like him a lot. I do, but
Yeah, Furiosa.
yeah, I can
Okay.
pick Furiosa.
Okay. And then our last matchup of the day,
Ooh, John's so close.
Furiosa versus Jason Bourne.
Furiosa.
Furiosa it is. Oh, poor
wow.
Jason.
And then our second champion of King of the Hill is Furiosa.
Nice.
So we have two champions right now. We have Furiosa and the Human Spider going into the champions round.
See, I'd enjoy that.
that'll-
Yeah.
So, like, we're gonna keep doing it until our champions. I guess you could call it
Collide.
Champions League is full, and then we'll do a Champions King of the Hill at the end.
Nice. They shall collide. Well, thank you, Mr. Austin, for taking care of King of the Hill. Again, shout out to Bryson for bringing that up and wanting the desire. Let's move on to our concluding segment, what we've been watching. You okay if I start, gentlemen?
Go right ahead.
So I didn't have a ton to watch. Again, I was filling out my Letterboxd, and then I kind of got a little burnt out a little bit, not going to lie. But this is going way back. And again, this is 2 weeks worth, so I'm not too many, but I feel pretty good. So I went back and I was continuing my Star Wars watching. I didn't go back and do 1, 2, and 3 because I watched 3 on May 4th. And then I'll get back to 1, 2, and 3. But I did continue from 6 to 7, 8, and 9. So Star Wars The Force Awakens, you know, I love this movie. It's a 5 for me. I hearted it on Letterboxd. I just think we talked about this. I just think it's a great movie. Like, I think we hadn't had Star Wars for 10 years. It comes out there. I think Kylo Ren is amazing. Seeing Han Solo was awesome, and Chewie back on the Millennium Falcon. I do remember watching this movie and thinking there wasn't anybody that I really despised. Like, I thought everybody did a really good job. I really enjoyed this movie. So again, 5 stars for me. Loved it. That was Star Wars The Force Awakens. Star Wars 8, The Last Jedi. 5 stars. I love this movie. You know I love this movie. So, couple things about this movie as I went back and rewatched it. So, number one, again, and I think I talked to Austin about this when I watched it, the opening sequence of when they're taking down the Dreadnought and when all the bombs drop from the top and you see them just, and they are blowing up this Dreadnought. We talked about this when we had the Star Wars episode. The cinematography of this movie is breathtaking. The whole sequence of Rey and Kylo in the chamber after they've killed Snoke, going at it with those guards, with the amazing red just all around. That is so breathtaking to me. I personally think, and this is a hot take, I thought some of their lightsaber dueling in there was the best of the entire series. I thought the lightsaber dueling was phenomenal. When Rey gives her lightsaber to Kylo, and then he grabs it and turns it on right in the guard's face right behind him. I absolutely loved this movie. I also didn't have any problem, again, with Luke and his character. Doesn't bother me at all. And I really think, again, it just kind of, to me, as I watched it, I didn't think it was not true to his character and who he was. Personally, I loved Logan's point of where he said he just felt there was a major disconnect from the Luke Skywalker that we had seen and then the Luke Skywalker that went into exile. He was like, I just think they're two different people. And to his credit, to be fair, like we said, and you'd brought this up, they are two different people because he had lost his generation of Jedi. But I also think, and Logan brought up this point, and it's such a good point. It just kind of depends on which way you lean. In the movie, when Luke is recounting when he's going to slay Kylo, he said he was so fearful. And fear does things to you. Like the Luke Skywalker that was fearless, he wouldn't have acted that way to Kylo. But he said in a moment of weakness, he was going to draw his saber. That was ultimate fear, seeing what he had seen. But again, I think it relates back to what Anakin and his journey of where Anakin in episode 2 sees his mother die in vision, sees it happen in person, and then in episode 3 sees a vision. Like, that would mess with you. So I think the story and who Luke Skywalker is in The Last Jedi is amazing. You brought up the point, and I had never really focused on this. I think we see some of the greatest pure one-on-one Luke Skywalker Jedi training. It's breathtaking. Like I love that storytelling. I did want to champion one thing, and I know people hate this part of it, and I get it. I know they call it Leia's space witch when she pulls herself
I
back
call it
in.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. The one thing I do want to bring up that I want to champion of where it's never bothered me is that people are bothered that she flies out and then she still is alive and can pull herself back in. This is a race that these aren't regular human beings. We don't know what they are. So I do think space acts a little differently in that way. I don't love it. I do have to bring up that point. I do think I wouldn't have written it personally, but I know a lot of people that go. I've heard people say to me, I hate The Last Jedi because that Leia scene is unbearable. I think good movies have moments that are worse than that personally. Again, because they go, she would have died because she's human. That's not necessarily true. And in connection to what the Force is, I think it's what we've seen the Force to be. Like she's literally in space and she literally saves her life by using the ability to pull herself back in. I just wanted to champion that. I wanted to end. People always bring that up to me, and I think it's a very, very irrelevant point. Like I said before, I've never had a problem. Sorry, I'm championing this movie because I do love this movie. I've never had a problem with Luke using his Force Ghost to buy time. I really enjoyed it. And I have enjoyed it for the reason that I think it is an ultimate move of Luke showing his power in the way of he knew Kylo was going to be so enraged and so incapable of controlling his emotions that he literally let the rebels escape because instead of doing one shot and moving in immediately, he draws it out. So it's this operatic, it's this, I am better than you, I am going to end you. And it cost Kylo the rebellion. That is an ultimate master chess move to me. So I just think when you put all of that in context, this movie is so in the Star Wars realm. Like it to me is not this horrible movie that people make it out to be. But I understand why people don't like it. Then, The Rise of Skywalker. And I know I'm alone on this one. This is my favorite of the sequel trilogy. I love this movie. The moment when Darth Sidious is sitting after he like takes the life force of Rey and Kylo a little bit, and then it goes silent and he shocks the lightning up and the sound is reverberating and it goes and he is electrifying an entire fleet. Oh man, I love that. So I love this movie. I did want to touch base and do some do some things. I remember when we had talked about these movies, I was listening very intently. Logan, shout out by the way, to some gripes. And I wanted to hopefully answer them of why I liked them going back and watching them. I remember a big gripe that he had talked about was that they had said, oh, we can't do that Holdo maneuver. And I get it. I did want to say, going back and doing the rewatch, what they had said was they were making a plan and someone had brought up the Holdo maneuver. They said, well, why don't we just do the Holdo maneuver? And they said, oh, that was a, once in a million shot. They never said we can't do it. They just said we should have a better idea than just that. And that's very understandable. That would be like, a 1 in a million shot being your ultimate plan. That would be stupid. To just say, okay, we're going to go there and we're going to do the Holdo maneuver. Well, that's a 1 in a million shot that it works. Well, that's okay because it'll work again. That I'd have a problem with. You know what I mean? So the reason I bring this up and I wanted to do the research on is I feel like all too often we have preconceived notions and we come to a conclusion about a movie and we don't really realize that once we establish something, we kind of don't get off of that. I love these movies even more as I've watched them because I've taken all the critiques and I've understood them through a different lens. So I do appreciate the point from Logan because I never caught that as I rewatched it. I think that's very understandable to sit here and say, oh, I wouldn't want that to be my number one plan either. Like if it's a 1 in a million shot, you should probably go in with a different plan. But they could have done it. It just made more sense to do something different. Last one was, and I know people gripe about this too, and I understand, the Sidious coming back from the dead. Oh, sorry, I believe it was a clone. I think it's funny that me personally, when they right out of the gate say, the dark side is a path to many abilities people think are unnatural, that to me is all the answer I need. And so there was nothing else other than that to report, but I just thought if they do answer it and you don't like the answer, I get it. But if they do answer it, you also have to understand that that's the answer. You can't sit here and say, well, that's not an answer. It is an answer. If you don't like it, that's kind of your opinion. Didn't bother me. I love these movies. I love these movies. That's why they're in my top 10. So, those are my Star Wars. I watched Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning to prep for Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. This movie's breathtaking. It was my keyword. Was my favorite in the Mission Impossible series until I watched Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning is in my top 100 movies of all time. I think it jumped up to like 50-something. I love this movie. It perfectly encompasses the entire series. It is amazing. I love everything about it. There is one scene, and I can't really describe it, so I have to leave it alone. There is one scene that it was some of the most breathtaking cinematography I've ever seen in my life. I think I can kind of describe it. Just know there's a scene where Ethan's floating in water, and he's like floating up like this, and then he hits something, and then the camera changes to where then all of a sudden he's laying, but like he had floated to the top. It's breathtaking. Like there's almost like no music, and it's just bone chilling in the theater. Oh, I love this movie. 5 stars, by the way.
I'm actually
and a like.
going
And a love
to go watch it tomorrow night at the IMAX theater in Centerville.
Nice.
So
IMAX, nice.
It'll actually be my first IMAX movie I've ever seen.
Nice.
I haven't seen a movie
I
in
haven't
IMAX
seen one either.
yet. Yeah, I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
just know I love this movie. It's got a lot of hate. A lot of people didn't like it. The runtime didn't bother me. None of the dialogue, none of the anything. I loved this movie. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, 5 stars. Loved it. Then I watched Lilo and Stitch. Did you say you had your brother Trevor's review?
Yeah, I do.
Will you pull that up? I gave this movie 2 stars. I did not like this movie. I don't want to see it again. I didn't think it was good. I had a hard time, I will say, separating it from the original because they are different, and I get that, and I don't want to base this movie off of the original. And I never thought I'd say this about a kids movie, but I genuinely had gripes with the character development. And I never thought I'd say that about a kids movie, but I didn't like the way they went with characters. I didn't know, this isn't a spoiler alert if you've watched the trailer, so I'm going to bring this up. I didn't know, and I didn't like this. So Jumba is voiced by Zach Galifianakis, which, by the way, respectfully, he has no accent.
It's ridiculous.
He just voices Jumba as if he's Zach Galifianakis. But what I didn't like, and then whoever voices Pleakley is fine. I don't know his name. I can't even remember his name. What I didn't like, and I had a big gripe with, is that in the movie, so Zach Galifianakis and the guy who voices Pleakley, what they do is they're like CGI'd aliens. They get on Earth, and they have these machines that scan humans. And so Jumba scans Zach Galifianakis in the movie, and he becomes that human. So instead of having Jumba, that big 4-eyed alien that we know and love with this really quirky, funny, deep voice accent, it's just Zach Galifianakis walking around like an alien. And same with the Pleakley character.
Are you gonna watch it, Sean?
When it comes to Disney Plus, probably.
Okay.
And I straight up, I hated it. I hated that part of the movie. I apologize if that was a spoiler because I don't know if you'd watched the trailer.
I don't think I'm gonna go see it. So.
Oh, really? But I didn't like that. It took so much away from the movie, and I was like, "That's not Lilo and Stitch." It just wasn't a good movie.
And Captain Gantu is in it.
And Captain Gantu is not in the movie.
And sorry to cut
yeah,
you
no,
off
no,
here.
keep going because I'm just gonna keep ragging on it.
How much do we care about spoilers?
I was wondering that too because there's a giant spoiler. Does he have a spoiler on it? So I wonder if he and I have the same view because you had talked about Disney purist. I'm a Disney purist. This movie was not Disney purist. I didn't like this movie. I'm going to do spoiler because it sounds like it's going to come from there, and I want to hear what you said.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Lilo and Stitch and you want to skip ahead, please do. I do want to talk about the ending because that's what makes it the worst part of the movie. I think that's what you're referencing. Go ahead and hit me.
I was going to talk about more about Jumba, how he's actually the villain of the movie.
Oh, yeah. So that's the part about the character development. They take Jumba. He is seeking Stitch, and at the end of the movie, he gets arrested, and he's the bad guy. He has no character arc. He has no redeeming value. They arrest him. He goes back, and we never hear from him again, and he's the bad guy the entire movie. I kid you not.
Because in the original movie, he was like a uncle type character to Lilo.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the sequels and
exactly.
stuff. Exactly.
The sequels and the following series is one of the
so
greatest series ever made. The Lilo and Stitch series, Jumba and Pleakley. Now, Pleakley in this movie, he becomes a little better, and he's like a character you can root for, I guess. But Jumba has no redeeming value. He stays the villain, and he is the bad guy for the entire movie, and he never makes up for it.
You can bleed me if you want, but sounds like a shit show.
Yeah.
It was not a good movie. I want to real quickly, from my review, this is what I said. I'm just going to read it to you because this really is the truth of it. I guess I can't be too surprised that the Disney of today took a beloved classic and produced the disappointment that was this movie. While I am trying not to base this film off of the differences from the original release, this is my big kicker. If this was a standalone film with no history, it would not be one that I would have deemed as good. There's no good. I saw a thing earlier today that said this was such a heartwarming movie, and we're going to get to this probably in the review. I didn't think it was heartwarming. I didn't think the character development was good. I didn't think it was a good movie. This was just not a good movie. The casting and some story decisions, no Gantu, and the directors said, we just didn't put him in there because we just didn't think it fit with where we were going with the movie. You want to know why it didn't fit? Because you didn't make Lilo and Stitch. You made a movie that Disney gave you the permission to put a adorable... Stitch is amazing, by the way. Stitch was done to perfection. But they took a movie, they put a fuzzy blue alien in there, and they crapped over the rest of it. That's why Gantu didn't fit. That's why Jumba and Pleakley needed to be humans, because you didn't know what to do. You didn't write Nani right. They wrote in this neighbor grandma who becomes the comedic relief. They didn't write David, the surfer, who really is like a brother. He is so crappy in this movie. They didn't write anything right. There were some good moments, Stitch, and some really touching moments with Lilo. She was awesome. And the actress who played Nani was excellent, but the writing was terrible. In the end, my favorite part, Disney did what they have recently been doing best, releasing a less than stellar product that failed to meet expectations. In this movie, there's this ridiculously stupid scene where, so Nani, when she was doing her surfing training, she would walk underwater, right, with this rock. Stitch is drowning, right? She scoops him up, and in this moment of triumph, starts walking across the ocean floor with him, because his molecular levels make him heavy in water. That's from the original. So her training makes it so she can walk him out of the ocean, and that's the climax of the movie. I kid you not. And by the way, and this is going to come up.
So is there no like spaceship chase or anything? Like at the end when...
Not that I can remember off the top of my head.
If there's no Gantu, then...
Yeah, not that I can remember off the top of my head. The whole encompassing thing, and I keep pointing because it's probably going to come up in this. The whole encompassing thing of what was wrong with this movie, and I kid you not. Maybe you've heard this. Nani wants to study marine biology. At the end of the movie, oh my word, I apologize, I have to go back. Cobra Bubbles in this movie is a regular, everyday... In the movie, he's a big... He's a big, muscular...
In the original cartoon.
In the original cartoon. Mm-hmm. He's a big, muscular, deep voice black man, right? Mm-hmm. In this movie, it's a regular, average, everyday, nobody black guy. Like, he's so... Like, he almost looks like... I don't know how to describe him. He's just in a white suit. He's in a black suit and tie like in the original, but he's not built. He doesn't have a low voice. He's not funny. He's not anything. And by the way, in the original, he purely is a child services worker, right? In this movie, he's the original CIA agent who finds Stitch's ship and who goes undercover as a child service agent. I kid you not. Like, they literally took the whole movie and put it on its head and said, let's put that out there. So... Cobra Bubbles was not funny in the show. Everything good from the show, from the original, they took out. You know the hilarious part where Pleakley is like, that girl is an important part of the mosquito food chain. And he's got the clicker, cut it out entirely. Entirely. Sorry, I think they did say one thing about the mosquito. I think he goes, she's part of the food chain, the mosquito food chain. That's it. Like, the entire movie is not good, but it's encompassed by this. Nani, at the end of the movie, she ends up giving Lilo to the state. Lilo lives with the grandma next door. The not her grandma, but the neighbor. Who's David's grandma, I think, or something. She finds Ohana with other people on the island. She gives up Lilo, and then she moves to San Diego to study marine biology, even though, and this is a real thing, I saw a guy made a video on it, 2 of the 3 highest rated marine biology universities are on the island of Hawaii. So she leaves Hawaii to go move to San Diego, but then there's a mid-credit scene. She literally takes a portal gun to San Diego, so then she shoots a portal in San Diego and then leaves another portal gun in Hawaii with Lilo, and so Lilo shoots the portal, so Nani climbs through the portal, so she gets to spend the night with her. I'm like, why wouldn't you just leave a portal gun in San Diego and have your roommate shoot the portal, live in Hawaii, and commute to campus every day? I'm serious. Like, this movie, I gave it 2 stars, and I'm thinking that's generous. It was not good. And I don't know. I know why it's made all this money. It's because people want to go see this furry blue alien. But as a movie, it is not good. Actually, we're not back from the spoiler, so because we got this. So just know, I did not like this movie. I apologize for how long that was, but I do not like this movie. I do not like this movie, and I didn't know you were going to watch it, and I don't blame you, and I don't blame you. Wait for it on Disney Plus and watch it when you're cleaning the house, because you're not going to miss anything.
Yeah. So Trevor said, first he said spoiler warning for my attention, and then I just read the whole thing. I'm like, oh, that's why he said spoiler, because I was like when I asked him about it, I was going to watch in theaters.
Yeah.
And then I just learned some stuff. I'm like, nope, I'm going to watch it. So he said, I give Lilo and Stitch a 7 out of 10. So he actually liked it. The little girl who played Lilo was absolutely adorable and gave off the same energy as the original.
Yes, she was excellent.
Stitch was his same chaotic self. With
They nailed him.
With keeping up with the same cute puppy demeanor. The story was the same for the most part. And a lot of the iconic lines were kept in the script. Some things I didn't like about it, I did not like Jumba. He didn't sound or act like Jumba from the original. It just didn't feel the same. I didn't like the fact that Gantu is not in it at all, and that Jumba is the main antagonist. And I didn't like the ending when Nani gives up custody of Lilo. Maybe it's just me, but I don't understand the reasoning of changing the story up like that. And that's changing up the story dramatically, and that's changing the point of the story. Is that Ohana can be in your family no matter how small it is.
Yeah. The thing that I know that people are running to, again, is that they're saying she finds Ohana. She finds family to take care of her. But I just think the message it sends is that when life gets hard and you want to do something, I think you always need to watch out for yourself. Nani wants to do marine biology. That's fine. I just didn't like that what they said. To me, the message was marine biology was more important than Lilo. I don't see how that's not the message, personally. So I just did not like this movie. Coming back from the spoiler, thank you if you stayed with us. If you left, totally get it, because I do encourage people to watch it. Like, if you love the original, just know it's different, but I'll let people make that decision.
If you don't like the original, you'll love this.
That is true. So, Lilo and Stitch. I also watched the movie The Last Rodeo. I gave it 2.5 stars. The funny thing with this movie is that I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. Like, it's literally one of my perfect examples of, I just thought it was a average movie. Like I thought it was right in the middle. There was a part of the story I didn't know. So Neil McDonough, it's based on a true story. He's a 50-year-old bull rider. He's retired. His granddaughter has cancer and needs this super expensive surgery. So he's like, hey, there's this almost legends or champions bull riding event, and if I win it, I get all this money. So, sorry, getting over my cough. So it's his story of joining that event and trying to win it. Again, like it's a great story, and if you want to see it, I would not recommend it, but it's not my number one choice. The most recent, my most recent movie that I watched that I can't say I loved it. Oh my word, I am so sorry. My cough's coming on. Must be my cue to end. My most recent movie was Karate Kid Legends. I watched that movie this weekend. It was the only movie I watched this weekend. I gave it 4 stars. I didn't love it or like it on Letterboxd because, again, for me, it's got to be a 5-star to love it. That's just the way I do it. But Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan were absolutely amazing. I believe the main actor, I believe it's Ben Wong is his name. I really enjoyed this movie, and to the point where, like I was telling Austin, I don't think I've rewatched a movie in theaters since Paddington or something. It's been a while. I'm gonna go see, like I've got it scheduled that I'm gonna go watch this again tomorrow. Like. And I don't know why. I think it's just a timing thing. It was just so refreshing. It's not very long, and it's not like super amazing. It just had so many things in it that I enjoyed the character development. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the fighting. I enjoyed the cinematography. I enjoyed where they lived and how they interacted. I enjoyed just sorry. I just enjoyed practically everything in this movie. I can't give it a 10 or 5 stars because it just wasn't the greatest movie out there. But to anybody that just wants to go kick back and watch a movie they can enjoy, I loved Karate Kid Legends. I thought it was a great addition to the series. And again, I'll go watch it again because I really just enjoyed sitting there. It was a perfect kickoff to the summer for me because it's a perfect summer film. That was what I watched. Thank you for sticking with me on some of the longer drawn out. I know I really dove into Star Wars, and I really, really went on that Lilo and Stitch. So thank you for letting me go off again. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Do you want to go? Or do you want me to go?
You can go. Okay. I'll go last.
Okay. So I'm just going to say I'm very proud of myself in the month of May. I have watched a total of 27 movies in the month of May.
Dang. Nice.
And a lot of them were rewatches, but I count them. So I watched a couple of franchises, and I'm just going to talk about franchises as a whole, pretty much.
Sweet.
And then I might dive into a couple of like individuals. So I started watching the Final Destination franchise,
Right.
1 through 5. I did not go see Bloodlines yet. I don't know when I will, to be honest with you, but I will eventually watch it. As a whole, of Final Destination 1 through 5, I did not like them. The only one I did like, I wouldn't say like enjoyed, I guess, I don't know, would be the third one, mainly because the main actor is Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Oh yeah.
She was the reason why I like that movie.
We love Mary Elizabeth
It's
Winstead.
just like in those movies, I know they're like, yeah, I'm not going to say anything because it's like, you guys know the premise of the whole franchise, right? Just disasters happening, people dying and stuff. It's like, yeah, we're not going to give you guys a shot to even care about these characters because everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the whole thing. And I'm like, that, I get it, but man, give me something good to listen to. I mean, seriously. The dialogue that I'm listening to is trash, dude. For all you Final Destination fans out there, I don't get it why you like them. I really don't get it. Like, this is like pure early 2000s films, like on the bottom of the food chain. Like seriously, it's trash, dude. I will go see Bloodlines because I've seen good ratings about it. But yeah, I do not like Final Destination. And then after that, I watched Lilo and Stitch. the original because I was
Nice.
getting ready to watch the live action, and then that same day after I watched the original, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch the live action for certain reasons. I might just wait till Disney Plus it'll probably be out like in fall, and then after that I watched Mickey 17 for the first time.
Nice. What?
I gave that one a 7 out of 10. I gave it 3.5 stars on Letterboxd. Honestly, Oscar-winning performance by Robert Pattinson. Honestly, like I do like dark comedy. There were a couple things that I was like, okay, that's a little much for my taste, but I thought it was a great story. I enjoyed Robert Pattinson and the writing and the dialogue that he had. Yeah, Mickey 17. It's now streaming on Max for whoever has access to Max, whoever wants to watch it. Then after that, I watched Furiosa, and oh
Nice.
my gosh, dude, I freaking love Furiosa. I love Mad Max. I love Fury Road. I have Furiosa, and I believe I have Mad Max both at 9 out of 10s. I don't have them at 10 out of 10s, but Chris Hemsworth, dude, this is his best performance by a long shot.
He is so awesome.
He
in
is
this.
so great in this movie. I'm very, very disappointed in the performance they had in the box office, but like what we discussed before, sometimes the finances, like when we talk about the financial part of the movies, that doesn't give it if it's a good movie or if it's a bad movie. And then I watched Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, my personal favorite.
You love that movie.
If you guys want to hear my review on Ghost Protocol, last episode 7, I talked about it. And then I watched Predators. I watched the Predator franchise. I didn't go into like the Alien versus Predator part, just purely like the standalone Predator movies. Best one by far is the first Predator. Like by far. Like this is one of the best 80s movies I've ever seen. Honestly, the closest thing to perfection I've ever seen in a movie.
Nice.
I love this movie. I just gotta say, like, I'm just gonna read this last part of my review. Gotta love Arnold. Gotta love Carl in their prime. I'm just saying. Carl Weathers, who hasn't seen it yet. But yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers in their prime is just amazing, dude. They were cooking in the 80s. And then yeah, Predator 2 sucked. Predators, which is the third one, was a little bit better. Once again, like the action scenes were really good. Dialogue was trash. Watching the Predator scenes though was pretty sick. I love the action scenes in this movie. There were a lot of references to the first film that I really enjoyed. I love the connection making from the first one to this one. They kind of pretend that Predator 2 didn't really happen. And then in the middle of the Predator movies, I decided to watch Dogman.
Nice. Yeah, that's right.
The only thing he's saying about the movie, yes, it's a kid's movie, and I'm going to leave it at that. I have nothing specific to say about it. And then I watched The Predator, which is the latest installation into the Predator franchise, the one that came out in 2018 by Shane Black. Oh, my gosh. The worst movie I've seen this entire month, dude. Out of the 27 movies, dude, this movie, I can't even describe how embarrassed I was for this movie to be out there for people to watch. It's an embarrassment to the Predator franchise. It's an embarrassment to movies, period.
That's why I won't watch it.
And I'm saying, if you saw this movie for the first time, this is your first experience as a Predator movie watching, just pretend that movie didn't even happen and go watch the original. Like, or
Prey.
Or go watch Prey. I'm so glad my first experience with Predator was watching Prey. That's the first Predator movie I've ever watched, and I'm so happy that was my first experience watching Predator. Yeah. There's nothing else I can say about that movie. Trash. Put it in the dumpster. Okay, and then I watched I'm gonna flip these around. I watched Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I gave that a 9 out of 10.
See, I'm looking at this I'm looking at your review. This is good.
Um
I'm gonna like it right now.
And I'm just saying, like, I love Keanu Reeves. I really do. But I have to give probably the best action actor of all time is gotta be Tom Cruise. They both do great with their own stunts and stuff, but Tom Cruise is on another level. He is on another level.
Is amazing.
He puts himself through training like none other. He gets his body in pure shape for how old he is, and then like I said, like Keanu Reeves is right there with him, but the stunts that Tom Cruise does, dude, like it's it's incredible.
Yep.
It really is.
Yep.
I put this movie on the franchise list as my number 4.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll go Ghost Protocol, Fallout, Dead Reckoning, and then Final Reckoning.
Nice.
Mhm.
I forgot that you had seen this. You know what scene I'm talking about when he's floating
Oh,
up? And then
yeah, that was
how
incredible.
Awesome was that?
That was
It
incredible.
so good.
I really enjoyed my movie experience because everybody that was there in my theater was there specifically to watch that movie. Because sometimes people go there and they just talk and they say whatever they want. This was probably one of the best movie experiences that I ever had because how everyone is just glued to this movie and how amazing each moment was in this movie. I just had a little like problems with it. Would be a 10 out of 10, but there are a few slow parts that I was like, okay, kind of took me out of the movie, and I really had to use the bathroom. So, and then I got into Mamma Mia, 1 and 2, because I'm just like, I want to watch a musical,
These movies are goated.
dude. This is
They
my
are so
Never
good.
seen
Never
them.
seen them. Oh, they are.
Sean.
So if you love La La Land,
Sean. This is my La La Land. Mamma
is true.
Mia is my La La
It's
Land.
funny you say that though, because someone is trying to get me to watch them and stuff, and I'm just like, I need to watch them, but
they
I don't know.
are so good.
Dude. Have you ever listened to ABBA?
Dude, I mess with ABBA, dude. I love ABBA.
Dude, if you love ABBA, dude, this is nothing but ABBA music, and
Oh,
I
I know,
yeah.
I need to watch it.
Dude.
Everyone keeps telling me I need to watch it.
Dude. Talk about an iconic cast, both movies.
Oh, both.
Amanda, how you pronounce her last name?
Yes.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I have no clue.
I don't know. I'm looking at my screen, guys.
How
Here.
about we go with Seyfried?
Seyfried, okay, she is amazing. I loved her in Les Mis. I love her even more in Mamma Mia. Every song hits so well. Every ABBA song was outstanding. Meryl Streep is the GOAT when it comes to musical theater, as it is.
She's amazing.
And to put a cherry on top, give me Lily James, dude. Oh my gosh.
in Mamma Mia, here we go again. I see, and that's why Lily James is the reason that I love Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I remember we had talked about that. Her in Here We Go Again she is amazing. And talk about, it's one of those movies where Lily James could grow into Meryl Streep. Like that's
Yeah.
a believable transformation.
And honestly, this is my for the actresses. This is my Mount Rushmore for actresses. It goes Anya Taylor-Joy, Keira Knightley, Amanda Seyfried, Lily James, and Meryl Streep, dude. All 5 of those.
He's like,
There's only 4.
he's like, oh, Mount Rushmore got a 5th president.
I'm getting a 5th one there. I'm adding a 5th one.
Crazy.
I'm adding a 5th one, dude, because all 5 of those, I couldn't get any of those out of there. I might have to kick Meryl Streep out. I don't know, but all of them are perfect actresses. No, seriously, every single movie I've seen them in is amazing.
Yep, they are amazing.
But yeah, Mamma Mia, dude. Like, if you haven't watched it, you are missing out, bro.
I'll
you are
get you the
missing out.
hashtag
If
physical
you
media.
cry during movies, you're gonna bawl, because I sure did.
So good.
But yeah, that is what I watched
They are
this
amazing.
past couple of weeks.
I saw just because I'm looking on your Letterboxd and I love this movie. I want you to talk about it. You watched Borderlands? Did you talk about that one?
that one.
I only bring that up because I loved that movie. Did
Are you
see
kidding?
It? Did you see it?
I won't watch it. 'Cause
Okay.
It's objectively a horrible movie.
No, go ahead, Aussie. Tell him.
Okay,
You're missing out.
okay.
Have you guys played the games?
No.
No.
Okay, that's why. You guys have nowhere to talk. Any of you?
No,
haven't
no,
played the
I
games?
have.
I have every room to talk because I'm a human being and I have an opinion.
That and also that kind of sounded like Jack Black actually, but like the robot. Also, here's the thing. Remember what we talked about earlier? There are things that decide what is a good movie and what isn't, and I'm telling you, this was a good movie.
Okay, but if we, what's the letterbox rating on it?
It's 1.5.
So out of the probably 500,000 people that have watched it, the majority of it gave it less than 2 stars.
And the majority of people are wrong.
Okay, so I gave this movie a 2.5 out of 5.
Well, look at that. Do you want to look at Ozzy and tell him that he's wrong? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Look
So,
him in the eye.
Here's the thing. I didn't hate it. And here's the thing. Yeah, I didn't play the games. Who the frick cares, dude? I don't care if I play the games. I'm watching a movie because it's a movie. Who the frick cares? I don't. It's mid. It's mid. It's not worse than mid. I would rather watch this than the freaking Predator, dude. Holy crap. If you want to see a bad movie, go watch The Predator 2018. That was This is just it's a level better, but man, there are many things that are wrong with this movie. I will give it that. But man, I liked that it felt like it was in a video game. I liked it because I got that feeling like, yeah, we are in a video game. Is it the same as the storyline? No, I don't care. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's mid. It's mid. It's not great. It's not awesome. It's
that
mid.
was awesome. I'm glad I brought that up.
But man, maybe that's the reason why I skipped it, because I knew I might touch some buttons or whatever you want to call that.
I did want to bring up, and I told him this when he said that he had watched it. I watched this movie with my mom, and every movie that I've ever seen with my mom that's a comedy, and I would say Borderlands is a comedy.
It is.
Every comedy I've ever watched with my mom has been one of my all-time favorite comedies. So it does depend on who you go with. But you bring up the point. I never played the game, but Jack Black in that movie, he voices this robot, is hilarious to me. I loved that.
I got something to say about Jack Black and Minecraft. Here we go. I've seen clips of Minecraft, dude. I'm not gonna watch Minecraft.
What?
Not gonna watch it. I'm gonna freaking hate it, dude.
No.
I'm gonna hate it.
Why?
Dude, the dialogue? Are you kidding me?
It's not bad.
It's
No, it's not.
It's la 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 chicken.
funny.
Chicken, yeah, tasty as hell.
It's funny.
Yeah, and so was Borderlands.
But Borderlands,
Dude, you haven't seen Borderlands, and I haven't seen Minecraft, and we're both not gonna watch those two movies. Oh my gosh,
I will
the
watch.
clips I have seen of Minecraft is garbage, dude.
Okay.
Absolute garbage.
I'll watch. What's Borderlands streaming on?
Nowhere, because it sucks.
Hashtag
apparently.
physical media.
I'm not borrowing that disc from you. No, I'm just
Guys,
kidding.
okay, and then let's bring Thor: Love and Thunder into this conversation.
Okay. Well, hold up. What are you about to say about Thor: Love and Thunder?
He loves that movie.
I know.
If you're gonna complain about the freaking green screen in Thor: Love and Thunder, why are we not complaining about the freaking green screen in Minecraft? Holy crap,
Because
dude!
it actually looks good in Minecraft.
It does not!
It does, though.
Dude! The trailer I have seen, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it because how freaking crap Jack Black is behind this huge ass green screen. Oh my gosh. I'm like, let's just animate the freaking characters while you're at it, dude. Let's bring it all into CGI. You don't want to do a live action. Okay, that's my rant. Good day. Good night. Have a good day.
I am so glad I brought Borderlands back into this.
All I'm
Okay,
saying.
Sean, hit it. Wait, so you're not going to watch Minecraft and you're not going to watch Borderlands?
No, I'm gonna watch Borderlands if you watch Minecraft.
Excellent.
All right, give me the physical media.
It's not out yet.
Exactly. I'm not gonna watch it in theaters. I'm not gonna put money into it.
Okay, I loved Minecraft, so I'll buy it, and then I'll get you two hooked up on the hashtag physical media.
Okay, I will watch Borderlands, I guess, but through hate, I will watch it.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Cheers.
Oh,
Batter up.
That was me tearing.
Okay, I watched 10 movies in the past 2 weeks, and the first one, this one's a real doozy, let me tell you. 1987 Italian horror movie,
Never heard
directed by, I haven't even said the title. Never heard of it. Yo, are you on my list right now?
Yeah, I got you.
Directed by Dario Argento. He directed one of my favorite horror movies called Suspiria.
Okay.
Which is another Italian horror movie. But this
I'm
movie,
like, that's not the name of it.
yeah, no. This one's called Opera. It
Never heard
came, so the description is a young opera singer is stalked by a deranged fan bent on killing the people associated with her to claim her for himself. And if you click on it,
We're reading your review.
Read it.
I don't know. Okay,
We're gonna bleep so much out of this, dude. I love it.
okay, low-key goofy as but also some of the most messed up, disturbing stuff you'll ever see.
Okay.
But no, it was a weird movie. But like, if you go to my watch list on Letterboxd, I went through and added like a ton of Italian horror movies to my watch list because they're all so cool.
Okay.
But yeah, weird little movie, super gory. Yeah, that's basically the whole story. It's just like a killer who's like, "Hey, watch this. I'm gonna torture you." Yeah. Then I watched Cabin in the Woods, dude. Low key Love Cabin in the Woods. I see Ozzy has it at like a half star. Was it? Yeah.
I know. I can't. I don't think I ever saw this.
Okay, dude, I don't remember this movie. Is this Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's in the same universe as what was it? Abigail, the vampire movie that came out last
I
year.
didn't see that one.
Interesting.
Well, anyways,
Oh, that's kind of crazy though. The same universe. It's pretty cool.
yeah. So this movie, I'm messed with this movie. Gave it a 3.5 with a heart, just because like it was such an interesting premise. Holy crap! Why did I say premise? So basically, this group of teens goes to this cabin to spend the night, and it's very Evil Dead inspired within the first half hour, and then you find out like this business company is the one that's like haunting the cabin basically, and they're sending creatures to the cabin to haunt them, and you find out that the reason this organization, company, or whatever is doing this is to please these ancient gods, and like the ancient gods want people to fall into horror tropes, and so this company, this business organization keeps doing this over and over for different groups of people, and then eventually this group of teenagers find out, and they kind of like overthrow the organization by like letting out all the monsters and stuff that they have like trapped. And then the movie ends with the gods being angry and destroying the earth. Yeah.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it.
Okay.
I can't remember why I don't
Dude,
like
it's
it.
funny, dude. I had a good time with that
I won't
movie.
be watching it, so no worries.
Yeah, I know. It's good.
Now I know how it ends.
Then I watched Parasite. I don't know if you guys have heard of Parasite.
Never
saw
it, but I heard it was amazing.
But good.
Oh, okay.
It's overrated.
Okay.
I don't think people consider it, one of the best movies ever made. It's good. It's good. I respect it.
I don't think I read
I mess with the movie, but it is overrated. I can't really talk much about it because it's best to go in blind. I would recommend it.
Oh, gotcha. I gave the same rating as you did.
4.5.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't give it a heart because I don't know if I'd rewatch it. It was good, but like wasn't like anything crazy. And then personally, one of my favorite serial killer movies, Seven. I watched Seven.
I never seen that one.
That one is so good.
That's on my watch list for sure.
Yeah. What's in the box? Okay, so in my opinion, this might be one of the best, one of the most close to perfect horror movies ever made. I need to add this to my top 10 horror list because this movie is just incredible. The writing is perfect. The super tight pacing. There's like no downtime at all. Everything contributes to the plot and moves the plot forward. Cinematography is amazing. There's like one scene where, dude, it's crazy. And yeah, it's just like super horrifying serial killer thriller about a serial killer who goes by the name of John Doe. He becomes obsessed with the Divine Comedy book, which is Dante's Inferno and Purgatorio, basically the 7 deadly sins. And he kills 5 people in ways of the 7 deadly sins. So he did gluttony, pride, lust, what was the other 2? Slothfulness, and then greed. And yeah, it's just like some of the most disturbing stuff you'll see in the ways he killed them. But like, it doesn't show him kill him; it just shows the aftermath of it because it follows 2 detectives around, Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, as they try to catch this guy.
Okay.
And so yeah, you find out that this John Doe has been like, they can't track him because he's straight up cutting off his fingertips so he doesn't leave fingerprints anywhere or anything. And yeah, it's a crazy movie. I would recommend watching it. It's super dang good.
Interesting.
Like that.
And like, you do not expect the ending at all. The ending will like blow you away.
That's what I've been told, and that's why it's on my watch list. I really want to know.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Then I watched Lisa Frankenstein. Love Lisa Frankenstein.
Yes,
love it.
you do.
Add that to my watch list, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, I have actually, no, my Blu-ray is region locked, or else I would give it to
Oh my
you.
gosh, I forgot Prisoners, and I forgot Dogman, I forgot Borderlands, I forgot all the movies to bring back, guys.
No
Sorry.
worries.
I need my prisoners.
I know.
Okay.
Lisa Frankenstein is not one that I have on physical media.
Noted.
This one. Okay. Spider-Man 2,
Mm-hmm.
2004.
It's a great movie. This is a great movie.
I used to not hate on this movie, but I used to be like, it's not that good. I used to be like, oh, it's
I
overrated.
remember.
Yeah, if we go back on my Marvel rewatch, I'm like, it's mid.
Yeah.
But that's because I had only seen it once, and it was when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and I watched it for the first time in forever.
Rewatches are good.
I'm telling you, man, this movie is the greatest live-action Spider-Man movie ever made.
It's up there.
Whoa.
It's up there.
Live action.
Ever?
Live action, ever.
Including Tom Holland's.
Yeah, I think this trilogy, like, takes a poop on Tom Holland's trilogy.
Really?
But
Okay.
Peter Parker's journey in this movie is incredible. Doc Ock is incredible. It's just all around incredible. The soundtrack. So good. And I watched the 4K to this one, and let me tell you, that
Tell
4K master
I don't doubt it.
looked so clean. Okay, this next one, hot take. Venom: The Last Dance, bro. I messed with this movie, let me tell you. I was laughing my butt off watching this movie. Ozzy has this at like a 2. Yeah, well, here's the thing. This movie has a higher overall rating than Borderlands.
I see it by 1 star.
Anyways, this movie, I was surprised that it got away with a PG-13 rating because brutal. Do you care about spoilers?
I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it?
I
You
love
like
this
it?
movie. Oh, I love this movie.
Yeah, the gore in it, like all the
yeah.
blood with the
Oh,
creatures
yeah.
when they eat the people. And
Yeah.
And then literally the opening scene with Venom biting the foreheads off of the
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
cartel
yeah.
members, like
I like
because
that.
you've had the decapitations of Venom biting people's heads off in the other 2, but there was no blood because like it was all cut. But like you see the blood spatter from the stumps of the head, and I'm like, so when was this okay in a PG-13? Anyways,
It's Sony. They don't care.
so objectively, this movie sucks, but I had a fun time with it. I thought the casino scene was funny when what's his name? Eddie Brock. He's like trying to figure out how to get into the casino because
I do like the part.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and he's just sitting there, and the drunk dude starts peeing on him. Yeah, like punches him.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny. But yeah, and I know you don't like the Mrs. Chen dancing. I loved that. I loved it. Peak. Then I watched The Breakfast Club, which is arguably one of the greatest 80s movies of all time. What? Why are you shaking your head?
Overrated.
What? You haven't even seen it. A 2
Yeah, dude.
star?
Dude, John Hughes, man. He has a hit and miss, man.
What do you like from him?
I do like Matthew Broderick's
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller.
Well, that's because Ferris Bueller is objectively one of the best comedy movies ever made.
Obviously, yeah. And then I do like Pretty in Pink.
That's not John Hughes.
Did you write it? Yeah, I swear he did.
I've actually never seen The Breakfast Club.
Womp womp. No, I'm just kidding.
And to be honest, I'm not all that interested in it. I don't know.
You're right. Yeah, I don't think he wrote it. It's fine. But I did like.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Oh, he did write it. Okay. I think. I didn't watch 16 Candles either. I think I just watched Ferris Bueller.
Are these all his? Like
This is all his
Christmas
writing
Vacation?
right here.
Those are what he wrote.
Oh.
Yeah, like just me honestly, like I don't know what I was expecting. I just wasn't really expecting that. I wasn't expecting that kind of humor
It's
into
literally
it.
Thunderbolts. They're the exact same movie.
Well, yeah, that didn't sell me exactly.
I don't know. Like me and my wife, I can't even talk right now. Me and Elizabeth, we watched it and we're just like, what?
I love Bender the goat. But
Yeah. Keep going.
I do know the iconic end scene of this movie. So
yeah, don't you forget about me. Yeah, peak. Then I watched The Devil Wears Prada. Dude, I was watching all the chick flicks, man. Let me tell you, this movie was mid. It
I've
was
never
boring.
seen it. Yeah,
Oh,
I've
I
never
like-
seen it. I've heard good
I
things
liked it.
about it. But
Give
I've
it a
never seen
4. Crazy.
Dude, that's just a half a star higher than yours.
I just thought it wasn't like, I don't know. It was cool, but at the same time, Cruella did it better. Hot take. But and then I watched When Harry Met Sally.
Never seen it.
I've never seen it, but I've heard great things about it.
It is probably one of the best romantic movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's peak.
Who's in it? Because it's
We got
Mike Wazowski.
Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan, Carrie Fisher.
nice.
Oh, Carrie Fisher's in it.
Directed by Rob Reiner, who did Stand By Me, Princess Bride, Misery, Few Good Men, Spinal Tap, Bucket List, bunch of stuff. But yeah, it was pretty good. I gave it a 4 out of 5, so 8 out of 10. But yeah, good little movie.
Nice.
Do you know what I noticed, Sean? With every movie you watch with somebody, because you watch this one with Drake, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with every movie you see with some people, they give the same rating as you.
Really?
Troy does. He does give you the same rating. Drake usually gives the same rating as you. I'm just like, man, Sean has good inspiration on people.
It's because me and my friends have we are linked. Unless if you go back, there's certain movies like No Country for Old Men. Drake gave it a 5. I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
He loved Thunderbolts. I did not.
I give Thunderbolts a 4.5. He gave it a 4. Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of the same movie taste, but at the same time, this kid.
And that makes it fun to watch with
Yeah,
people, though.
this kid thinks Hereditary is like the greatest horror movie of all time. Shout out Drake. It's not. It's not a good movie, dude. And Nosferatu. He gave Nosferatu a 5.
Oh.
And he watched it like 3 times in theaters.
Whoa.
He says it's like he thinks Robert Eggers is like one of the best directors of all time.
Whoa.
He thinks like The Lighthouse. He has The Lighthouse, Nosferatu, both at 5s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out Drake.
Do we want him
Robert
on here?
Eggers sucks.
Do we want him?
on here?
No, we'll get him on here, and I'm telling you,
No. We'll get him on here.
shout out Drake. Nosferatu. I mean, Robert Eggers does suck, but you don't. So don't worry. I
That's a
still
good
love you.
friend right there.
But then TV shows, I literally just watched like a crap ton of New Girl.
Nice. Yes.
I finished season 2, I think.
Dude, what do you think of Winston?
Winston was in season 1, bro. He showed up like the 2nd episode.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I love Winston, bro.
I thought it was season 2 for
Also,
some reason.
Jess and Nick getting together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love Nick, dude. Yeah, Winston is my favorite
He's
New
so
Girl
funny,
character.
dude.
He is
so funny.
hilarious.
And okay, I haven't finished season 2 yet. I'm on the last episode with Cece's wedding. Yeah, it's funny, but
That's a banger. That's a banger.
Trying to think.
Great episode.
Then I played a lot of Battlefront 2. I don't know if you've
Nice.
heard about it.
Yeah.
I've heard.
There's a huge revival going
Yep.
around.
Nice.
Everyone's trying to get Battle 3 in to play.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I've sunk probably 10 hours into Battlefront 2 this past week.
Nice.
Dang.
I
How's
suck at it, but it's.
Doom going.
I haven't played it this week because
Oh,
I was
nice.
playing Battlefront, but
Gotcha.
it's good. But yeah, that was my week, and oh my goodness, yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Sweet.
Wow.
Well, again, we apologize for not doing last week. As you can tell, I'm still actually kind of coughing anyway. So I was going to say we're all better, but anyway. But so grateful for you tuning in. Again, just a quick shout out. Remember to follow us on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and subscribe, like, share. We just appreciate your continuous support. Again, merch. We'll have the link, question and answer as well. Please leave comments if you have questions you want us to ask. Again, this has been episode 8. We are so grateful for you guys. Thank you for watching. And anything, gentlemen, before we sign out?
I apologize for getting heated. It's just that
No apology necessary, my friend.
I love you guys so much. So I got to be honest with you guys
Well,
at all
I mean,
times.
it's real talk, dude. We
this
have
is-
to be heated. We're
I love
real.
It. I love it. Here's the thing. I love it.
Yeah,
We could be ourselves. We can
Yep.
talk about our
dude,
opinions
it's
the way we
real
want.
talk. It's real
I
talk.
love. This is why I love the podcast.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yep, agreed.
there
Real
will be
talk,
a lot of bleeping out this episode. Let's just be
Yes.
real.
but it was worth it. Real talk. Shout out Thunderbolts. Great movie despite the box office. People, please go to the movie and let's get that raised. Have a great day, episode 8. We're out of here. Have a great day.